Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here, and welcome back to part 12 of Roda To Glory. Today's episode we take on Ajax, and then we also take on OJC Rosmalen in the Dutch Cup semi-professional team. Team we should beat pretty heavy-handedly. But anyway, first and foremost, we go up against Ajax today. Let's take a look at some of the fixtures the last time you joined us. A little bit of up and down. You can see a lot of green in there. Obviously, one of those was against HSC 21. We beat them 5-0. First one in the season first, and that was against a non-league team. Pretty much sums up our season so far. It's been a little bit disappointed. We actually lost 2-3 against AZ Alkmaar. 3-2 here. Fred Friday getting a hat-trick, and Bill making the scoreline look respectable there in the 93rd minute of the game. Then we do 2 0-0 draws in a row. Very disappointingly, because Zwolle and Dordrecht are teams that we should beat pretty heavy-handedly, and unfortunately we didn't really play that well. So it brought about a change in shape to the side. I've gone to a 4-5-1 formation or a 4-3-3 wide, depending on how you want to look at it. We beat HSC 5-0, and then we beat Willem 2. We actually beat them 3-1. You'll see at the start of the game, we had a 4-2-3-1 formation, switched to a 4-5-1. It worked really well. As the game went on, it got much better into it. Possession-wise, it was terrible that game. So that's also something I've adjusted. But Jeff running Adelaide, an own goal, and then Bill getting himself on the score sheet. Then we lost 2-0 against Vitesse Arnhem. We were absolutely shocking. And this is the moment I decided to get away from the 4-2-3-1 completely, because we were just outplayed from start to finish. It was an appalling performance from top to bottom. And then most recently, we did very well here with a 1-0 win over Venlo. Venlo are bottom of the table, but it was good to see us dominate a game for once again. It's been so long since I could say that. Bill getting himself a goal, by the way, in the 75th minute after Harry Wilson missed his second penalty of the season. So going into today's game against Ajax, we are playing away from home. It's a tough game, as you would expect. As far as injuries go, we have no injuries anymore. We have no suspensions. We have no more excuses. Vitor Nascimento came into the side, and the guy has looked the part. He is absolutely amazing. Very, very solid. Very, very creative. Really good to have him in the team. And who else is playing well? Bill is playing well as well. In the new signings, he's now got 5 goals in 10 appearances, and he's already wanted by a few clubs in Holland. I think on loan. I got a loan offer at the transfer deadline, which, by the way, we didn't sign anyone. I couldn't find anyone that was willing to move to me on a cheap deal. But anyway, look at tactics. 4-5-1 now. We have Natic Melkrini through the middle, Nascimento in the holding role, and then as you can see, it's a pretty nice shape. It's a nice shape. It's something we tried originally, I think, when I started this save, and I've gone back to it now because I feel like it will give us the best chance of getting a win, essentially, and all that matters. With those results, we currently sit 10th in the table. As you can see, mid-table, very, very solid. We're definitely better than the teams that are below us, and I think we're going to be fine as far as survival goes, but It's looking like it's going to be a very tough season for us. But we got a top 10 in the round. Hopefully this formation will help us do that. Anyway, so here we go into today's game. Up against Ajax, away from home. As you can see, everyone's fit. Everyone's good to go for today's game. So, starting lineup is going to be Juris in goal. Dijkhuizen at right back. Bassan come through the middle. Gersh back at left back. Nascimento, Natic and McCreaney in midfield, with Wilson, Adelaide and Bill leading the attacking front. All right, so here we go. Playing obviously away from home here. It's going to be a tough game in Amsterdam, as you would expect. If I can get a draw out of this game, I'd consider that a success. All right, first start of the game, 30 minutes in. We're doing okay so far, pretty solid. Here's Harry Wilson to McCreaney. McCreaney plays it off to Wilson again. He's got Dijkhuizen on the overlap. He finds him. Let's see who's in the box. The ball's put in there. Adelaide at the back post. Jeff Rennie, Adelaide. Get in there, my son. Get in there. 1-0 in Amsterdam. Dijkhuizen with an absolute wonder of a cross in the overlap and full back run. He's done so well for us since coming into the first team. Great first time cross, and a good finish there from Adelaide at the back post. All right, here's Harry Wilson with a free kick. Puts it in looking for Nacic. Can't find him, and ball is easily cleared. Here's Gersbach on the ball, though. Here's Nascimento. Plays it out wide to Gersbach in the right fullback position, even despite being a left back. He's got to get back, though. Plenty of space there on the right side for Ajax to attack, but they slow up the play instead of hitting us on the counter-attack. So that's good. All right, so here's Schoener to Veltman. Back to Anita, to Sinkgraven, to Viergerver, to Kluivert, to Schoener again. Got to try and close him down. Dolberg's got himself in the box and 3. Good save there from Juris. Got to be careful of that. Kasper Dolberg is a great player. There's Anita who's going to put the ball in. Easily cleared by Gershbach. Here's Adelaide now. Here's a chance to go on the counter-attack here. Here's Bill on the ball. Bill's going to hold it up. Gets the ball and puts it in. Adelaide at the back post again. And he scores again. Get in there. Jeff Rennie. Adelaide makes it 2-0. 2 goals for Jeff today. We are 2-0 up in Ajax. Fantastic stuff. Bill gets the byline. Does very well, to be fair to him. Good cross to the back post and a second headed goal from Adelaide. Keeper's going to be disappointed at that one, but we'll take it. It's 2-0. All right, halftime break. 2-0 up. Can you believe it? I did not expect this kind of performance from the boys. Doing very well so far. We're restricting Ajax to long shots, which is exactly what we want. And another performance of that in the second half, and we'll come away here with a priceless victory. All right, so here's the first highlight of the second half. It's come quickly. So if Ajax get a goal back quick, it's going to make us a little bit nervous. Because again, we haven't performed well this year. Here's Kluivert, gets the byline, pulls it back, Dolberg scores. Speaking of devil, Ajax scores, huh? Not great defending. Not great defending at all. Dijkhuizen unfortunately let Kluivert run free there, and that was a good ball, and Dolberg got the wrong side of 2 defenders, surprisingly. I would have thought Basang and Kum would have been able to deal with that, but they failed to do so. All right, here's Dijkhuizen to Basang. Back to Dijkhuizen again. Look for Natic. Does well there. There's McCreaney to Adelaide. Adelaide tucks inside to Bill. As Bill comes short for the ball. He's in the false 9 role, by the way, today. There's Natic. Back to Bill again. Great touch. That is to Wilson. Beautiful football there. Nice little touch there from Bill to lay it off to Wilson, but he couldn't get his shot under control. Here's a corner kick. Ball's whipped in. Bill with a clearance. Only as far as Kluivert. Ball put in, and Kum makes the clearance. Singgraven to Veltman. Mahi puts it back in. Dolberg with the header off the crossbar, and it gets put away. So I'm going to make a change here. Now, because Dijkhuizen has Kluivert on him, I'm going to put him on support. I'm going to tell Gershbach he can push forward instead. Because it's, at the moment, Kluivert's got too much room on the left-hand side. So Dijkhuizen's got to sit back a little bit more to support the back line against Kluivert, because he's the one that's causing all the problems. I'm also tempted to bring Bill off for Danny as well. Danny's not had a good season so far. He's not been up to the same standard as it was last year. Could be because I'm playing a slightly different way. I've got inside forward rather than wingers. That could be the case. He probably thrives on wingers more than anything else. So 75 minutes on the clock here. I'm going to make that change. I'm going to bring on Danny. Just some fresh legs up top. Use him as a target man and get a hold of the ball. And wait for support from Wilson and Adelaide. I'm also going to bring on Rouchevel. He's demanded a move from the club. Disappointingly, really. But he's not getting first-team football, so he wants out. I can't really blame him. All right, so here we go. 15 minutes left in this game. Here's Ma. He puts it in. Easy claim from Eurus. All right, so we've got to make those changes, and hopefully that'll solidify the game now. 15 minutes left to go on just to hold on for a memorable victory. Here's Dolberg, though. What a run. And he puts his shot harmlessly wide of the post. But at least all the shots, most of the shots, about 9 out of 15, I think it said, was from distance. So that's a good thing. We're restricting them from distance shots. And if we can do that, we should be able to hold on here. So we just got 3 minutes of add-on time. All right, so we're going to go... I'm going to go to contain. I'm going to go to contain. I'm going to... Just going to hold on. Just got to hold on here. A couple more minutes. Come on. Be a memorable victory. Couple of seconds, ball goes long, and there it is. Full-time whistle goes, and we have won in Amsterdam against Ajax for the first time in this series. Get in there, my son. Fantastic results, 2-1 there. This could be the result that helps turn our season around, gets a bit of form, bit of confidence in the guys. We move up to 8th place in the table now, which is kind of where I want us to be here at the end of the season. Ideally, I want us somewhere in between, anywhere between 4th to 9th is my goal. And that win definitely helps us, I don't know, just hopefully kickstart our season. But anyway, we have one more game in this episode, and it should be a pretty easy game. We're up against Rosmalen in about 3 days' time. I'll see you guys just on the eve of that fixture. All right, so here we go, playing Rosmalen at home in the Dutch Cup. Obviously, we have another game in about 3 days' time up against Sparta in the league, and that takes precedent over this one. It's a non-league side. We should beat them pretty comfortably, so I rotated the whole squad out. As you can see, today's lineup we're going to deal with Kurto, Anunu. Murala is going to make a start at the back for me with Worker, De Silva at the fullback on attack. Nascimento will play today. I will probably bring him off halftime, though, if things are going as well as I expect they will. Rutjas and Jacobs in midfield with Van Velzen, Paulison, and then Danny is going to lead the line. So this is a game we should be winning pretty comfortably. It should be a game we just enjoy and see lots of goals, hopefully. Again, they are some professional unit. They're not even playing in the Jupiler League, so it's highly unlikely they'll cause too many problems. I do expect a pretty good scoreline today. First action of the game, here's a corner. Nascimento puts it in. Easy clearance though. Nascimento's in the box. Good cross there to Morala. And gets his first goal for the club. Brazilian to Brazilian. Brazilian connection there. And it's 1-0 already. And yeah, this could be an absolute thrashing. Alright, here's Worker on the ball to De Silva. De Silva goes by his man, puts the ball in. Easily cleared. Only as far as Rutjas though. Rutjas is going to lay it off to Jacobs. Here's Jacobs back to Rutjas, to Van Velzen, cutting on the right-hand side. Beautiful mazy run and a solid save there from the keeper. Aggressive move, though, from Van Velzen, which is what I like to see. All right, and Nunu's getting a chance today. He's moaning about not getting first-team chances, so here it is. Nunu plays it, looking for Danny. Can't quite find him. Here's Van Boxtel. Van der Horst hits it long. Morala deals with that. Rutjas to Van Velzen. So Van Beek, good tackle there. There's Rutjas, though. He's played well today, actually. He's gotten ball quite a bit, Rutjas. Bit surprising there. Here's Van Velzen looking in the box there. And he's brought down, and here's a penalty. So Nathan Rutjas will step up today. The experienced born-in midfielder. Let's see if we can find the back of the net. We've missed the last two penalties. Harry Wilson took it and he missed. But we scored this one, Nathan Rutjas. No doubts there. And it's 2-0 to the mighty Roda. Alright, here's a Nunu now. Throwing it in from the deep position. Does whirl there, cross it into Van Velzen with a flick on, and it goes over. It would have done really well to score from that angle, but good effort nevertheless. Here's De Silva now, the free kick, whips the ball in. Good looking free kick as well, but it's well cleared. Alright, good pressure there. Force it back to the keeper. Keeper hits it long. De Silva's going to intercept that without a problem. Here's Nascimento to Paulison. Paulison now, haven't seen much of him today. There's Danny Shan. So Rutjas is through on goal. Good save there from Darmani. Many from Rutjas, only becoming a 2-goal hero today. There's Rutjas. Oh, there you go. Fantastic finish from Nathan Rutjas. What a goal indeed from the experienced midfielder. He took his coaching courses in between episodes, and it's most likely he kept on a coach at some point. That's what I'd like to do. But that was a fantastic strike there from the experienced midfielder. 2 assists today, by the way, as well for Nascimento. Here's Van Boxtel now at the edge of the area. Ooh, decent effort there. And Rosmalen almost got a goal back. All right, halftime break is upon us, and we are dominated as well as I would have expected. So with that in mind, I'm going to make some changes naturally. So instead of Vitor, I'm going to put Rutjas back in there instead. He's a ball midfielder. Let him play that role. So I'm going to play, Levito Miltz. Going to play him in midfield today. He's a playmaker. But I've already got a playmaker in there with Jacob, so what can I do instead? I'm going to put him as a Carrilero, actually. Carrilero, he's natural to the role. Let's see what he can do in that role. What other changes can we make? Could play Rouchevel. Could be on Konins. Perhaps play as a false 9. We'll think about that as the game progresses. But for now, we'll make that single change. And give Miltz a run out. Alright, ball's thrown in here. Now, Worker's picked up a knock. He's back on the field, however, so our shape goes back to normal. But yes, hits it long. And Danny's through on goal. 1-1 with the keeper. Danny Shan. Weak effort there from Danny. Again, he's not the striker he was last season. We gave him a big deal in the summer to keep him, and he definitely hasn't lived up to the expectations yet. So that's a bit of a concern, really. Alright, ball's hit long here. Worker should deal with that. He does well to hit it. There's Hesp. You got to close him down a little bit quicker than that. Too much space in midfield for Rosmalen. We win the ball back. Here's Van Velzen. Running at the heart of the Rosmalen defence. It's a great through ball. Danny's ball back, and it's another penalty. So a chance here for Nathan Rutjas to become an unlikely hat-trick hero today. He's going to step up. My prediction is it goes to the keeper's left-hand side. Keeper's left is my guess. Straight down the middle of the goal. Alright, fantastic finish there from Rutjas, and a hat-trick for him. Well, that makes my job a little bit more difficult, doesn't it, in the game against Sparta? And it's hard to drop someone that just scored a hat-trick. I mean, a bite, 2 of them scored from penalties, but they did have a fantastic strike from another set piece. Here's Van Boxtel now for Rosmalen. Good cross, and Van Ziege. Really should have hit the target at the very least. Alright, here's Worker. Worker to Rutjas, to Miltz. Milts finds Van Velzen on the right-hand side. He's been very good on the right, actually, today. Very dangerous. Here's Jacobs to Paulison. Out to De Silva. De Silva gets the bar line, puts it in. Van Velzen, three-header off the crossbar. Should have found the back of the net, Van Velzen. But good build-up play. Very, very patient stuff. Love it. Love the football we're playing today. All right, I'm making a change here. Joey is going to come on for Danny up top, and I'm going to play as a Trekista, actually. Apparently he's natural to the role now, so we'll give him a role in that, see while he can perform up there. Might be an option for future games. All right, 3 minutes out on time. Ball's put in there, and Rutyes has scored another one. Can you believe it? Nathan Rutyes has scored 4 goals today. 4 goals for Nathan Rutyes. And winning 5-0. I never thought I'd see Nathan Rutyes score 4 goals. I don't think he's ever scored 4. I mean, I presume he has, but he certainly hasn't scored 4 goals since I've been taken over. But there you have it. 5-0 win. 4 goals for Nathan Rutyes today. All from set-piece situations, admittedly, but the experienced midfielder coming up big for us. Yeah, he scored 5 goals in his entire career, but he's just scored 4 today. I honestly, I couldn't make it up even if I tried. I'm not that creative. But there you have it. 2 games, 2 victories. New tactic seems to be working out nicely for us. Playing some good stuff in there. And seeing Nathan Rutyes score 4 goals today really was the cherry on top of the icing. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to leave a like. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe to notifications on. So far, it looks like we are starting to turn our season around after a little bit of a rough start to begin with. Hopefully, we'll finish strong and we'll be into the upper mid-table at the end of the season. But the next episode coming up will probably be... Let's take a look at things, shall we? I think the most exciting fixture to come up will probably be Go Ahead and NEC. We'll do those 2 games. They are bottom feeders right now, but it's 2 teams we haven't played a lot in this series, so we'll do those 2 games. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, man, leave a like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.